It's Loriana, and welcome to episode 2, season 1 of the Totally Vlogging podcast. It has been 1 month since the last upload around then, and a lot has happened in that 1 month. I've been very busy in that 1 month. I obviously went back to school because I think I filmed it either just before or just after I came back from my holidays. And I had like 1 day left of the holidays and I edited and uploaded it. But I'm actually midway through school now. I'm in week 5. And so things are a bit hectic. People definitely told me this was going to be difficult to do this year. And they're not wrong. But, we try our best. I came home and I was in a mood to yap. But the thing is like, I have no one to yap to at home. So I was like, wait, I have this little thing called a podcast. So came back on today just to yap for you guys. I don't really have anything that specific that I want to yap about. It's more so like I just want to yap. But I don't know. I just want to yap. And so, yeah, hopefully this will be a good amount of time of yap. But to start off, how's everyone? How's everyone's weeks been? How's school been? If you're not in school, how's work? If you're not at work, how's life? Life is pretty hectic and life is definitely not amazing every single day. But there are a lot of amazing moments in everyone's lives that I think we can all name. So I want to give you like 5 seconds. You can pause and just think about something that was like really good, in the last week at least. Like really think about that. I'll give you like 10 seconds. I'll just wait here. Okay, have you thought of it? I feel like that was 10 seconds. Maybe that's not. But hopefully you've thought of something good. And focus on that energy. If you've been having a bad day, I'm really sorry. I'd be there for you. If you're having a bad day, don't forget to reach out to me. I'm always there for anyone. Doesn't matter who you are. Even if we're not close, even if we've never even spoken at school, or, you just follow me but you've never met me, I'm always here for a chat. So definitely hit me up if you want some advice on something. I'm always happy to help. Anywho, to start off, I'm just going to talk about like things that have been going on recently. And some things that have been going on recently is like I've gone through a lot of like tests and assessments. I have my textiles due on Thursday, like at 9 a.m, like handing everything. And then I had my art due a couple weeks ago, and then I got the marks back for that one. We'll do better next time is what we'll say. And then I did my Spanish test. I'm waiting for those marks. I think I did like average in that. I think I can do better in Spanish. And then I got my English marks back and like my math marks and all those, and I was really proud of myself. I did really well. I was super happy. So yeah, but like, a bad mark is just let maybe work on something. You have something to work on, something to improve on, and you need to invest a bit more time in that, because I can definitely say the subjects that I didn't invest all of my time into, or like I only invested some time into some parts, were the ones that I did worse in. So year 11's kind of like hey, like you actually have to chuck in effort into things. Like you actually have to do homework. You actually have to go home and do stuff. Not that I really go home and do stuff. I don't really like doing it. I mean, sometimes I do, but it's so hard to focus at home. I just want to sleep. I mean, look at this bed. I know you can't really see the whole bed. I mean, you kind of can. But, like, come on. How could you not just, like, go to bed? Like, I just want to sleep. I just want to, like, rest, do my own thing. But, obviously, you gotta look in a little bit. Because also, like, early entry, if super eager to go to university, it's a really good thing to try and do. So if you're not in year 11 yet and you want an ATAR, I really stress that you do as well as you can in year 11. You don't have to be perfect in everything either. I think that's some lies that I've been told, that where you have to be like perfect in everything. If you do really well in most subjects, I'm talking more than half, they're going to look at your other subjects and just be like, okay, they just can't, you know, this was just like an outlier, I guess, whatever. They're good at the subjects that we need them to be good at. So, like, for example, like, I want to do a business degree. If I do bad in art, they're not going to be like, oh my God, she did bad in art. We can't accept her. Like, she can't paint properly. Like, they don't need me to paint in business. Okay. Unless, you know, you do want to do an arts degree, like a degree of like painting or whatever, they're not gonna look at your business marks and be like, oh my God, you don't know what a sole trader is. Get no, they're just gonna be like, okay, right, she doesn't know how to do this, but she knows how to do art. She knows how to do English. She knows how to do blah blah blah. Like, they're gonna just look more at like the subjects that are a relevant to their degree first of all, and b like how well you did in most of them. Because like also, even if you want to do like business, you can't just be good at business and bad at everything else. Like, it's just like majority has to be really good and the rest can be like whatever, poo, they can be whatever. um but yeah, so just trying to figure that one out. I feel like there's a couple subjects that I might do bad in like right now, like not realizing how much effort you really have to put into them. Like, they're all just like a little bit of a learning curve right now, which I hope someone else is in that spot, because like I feel like I'm the only person in that spot where I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm doing bad in like at least half my subjects. But like, I know there's people that go through that. I just don't know who, you know? So I definitely have like that on my mind. But if someone's going through the same thing, please tell me. Like, but other than that, like year 11's like kind of cool. Because like you finally get to do like the subjects that you really wanted. And I think turning up to like 90% of your subjects are really happy. It's like really great. And all of my friends that like I wanted to get more closer with are also in my classes. And like I'm meeting new people as well, because like my grade last year was like split into two. And so you only saw your half of the grade, and not even that, you saw half of your half of the grade. Does that make sense? Because like I was in all of the top classes last year, and then like the only time I saw other people was in like the non-graded classes, which there weren't that many. And so I just kept seeing the same people every single day. And then in the last term, so the last 10 weeks of year 10, I moved into the other half of the grade because of like a personal problem, whatever. And I met all these new people and I was like, wait, this is so cool. But then I was only there for 5 weeks, because the last 5 weeks is when I had glandular fever and I was like in the hospital. It was really bad, super sick. That disease, not cool. Um, but yeah, I mean, in those 5 weeks, I did meet like some new people and like get closer to people like I hadn't really talked to in a while. And so I think that was really good. And then the good thing about year 11 is now you're all like mixed and matched. Like, if you pick the subject, you know, other people pick the subject, you're going to be in the same class. It's not going to be like two different streams. It's, you pick it, you get the people that picked it too. And it's interesting to see like why everyone else picked it, you know. That I do art, right? But like I don't willingly do art. I didn't choose that subject. I just swapped into it. Um I wish I picked a history instead, honestly. I'm really good at history, but I also didn't pick it because like the assessment at the time when I was like changing into subject, the assessment was like right around the corner and I was like, "Oh my God, I think I would have like died." But yeah, I swapped into art, and like it's like mixed relation, like love-hate relationship with art. I don't know how to feel about it. But you know what? Art is a work in progress. I haven't done art since year 7. I'm talking halfway through year 7. I haven't done art. And then I think I did, well, maybe I did art one more time in like year 8, term 1. Yeah, I did. And that was it. I haven't done it in 3 years. So, like, I don't understand the theory. And I don't understand like shading. I don't understand techniques. I don't understand like how to make it look proper, I guess. But I'm really in love with photography and like film. So, which is why for my next art assessment, I'm doing a short film. because I love film. I love film so much. If you're telling me like movie date, we're gonna well, hello, date idea, we're gonna watch movies, but like not in the cinema. Well, no, we can watch it in the cinema, but like don't get that idea. I don't want that idea. I'm gonna sit there and watch the film. I'm not gonna do any of that. That's crazy. um but like being at home and you make like your own little desserts and you cook something or bake something and then you watch a movie, like isn't that sweet? Isn't that so sweet? And you watch like their favorite movie or you watch your favorite movie. I think knowing me, I'll like really push for my favorite movies because I'm like that obsessed with film. But like I just love film. I love it. I love it. I love it. Ever since we started learning about like film techniques in like year 8, I think it's year 8, year 7 or 8, high school. I can't stop looking at a film and like annotating it as I go in my head. Like I don't like whip out a diary and start going, the colors in this film were used to represent love, hatred. Like no, I'm not doing that. It's just like in my head I was like, "Oh my god, that makes so much sense." Like they're God, I don't know. This is so basic, right? But like it's raining because they're sad, you know? Like I'm like, "Oh, okay, like I see why they use this. Like wow, that really adds to the scene." But I'm saying that in my head. I'm not writing it down. Like if I'm writing it down, you might as well call me an English teacher because I feel like that's what they do. I reckon that's what they do. That's what they say they do. So, um, but yeah, so I just love film. I love, love, love film. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I think like 8 times out of 10, I will love the film that you put on for me. Unless it's horror films, I really am really scared of horror films. The only horror films, oh my god, I admitted this in class today, but it was like during the time where like you're talking, right? And it's like kind of something you want to say like a little bit quiet, but you still say it normally, but then somehow the class goes completely silent when you say it. And I'm like, you're joking. Everyone just heard that I only like Scream and the X trilogy for horror films because I can't watch the rest because I'm a scaredy cat. Like you're kidding, everyone just said that. I hate when the class goes silent. I hate it. It's like y'all were all yapping. Y'all were all yapping and saying whatever. You were saying crazy crap. Like the 1 second I'd eavesdrop, I'd hear the most outrageous things. And then no, we all decide to go silent right when I speak. But anyways, off topic. This whole thing's off topic. Be so for real. This whole thing's off topic. But that's fine. But yeah, for my love for film, I'm doing my art assessment as a short film. I'm thinking of like, so far the idea is like, it has to be like, it's based off the topic, the living image or whatever. Oh my god, I think I just like internally burped. I'm so sorry. Um, but yeah, it's like, bro, just say there's an art assessment and we can do whatever we want. Because I'm telling you, all of us would cook so hard. Like, if you just let us do what we want. But, like, technically, she is letting us do what we want, but it has to go with this theme. And I'm like, the theme, can we just make the theme, like, basic words, man? Like, the living image, like, this is a living image. I'm living, I'm breathing, and you took the image. Like, I know she went, like, through a whole lesson of explaining it. I just think it's bum, and I don't want the theme. But, yeah, anyways, with the theme, I've decided to do, with the help of my favorite art teacher, she said to do things to do with like dance because I'm a dancer. And so it'll just be a short film to the song All the Stars by SZA and Kendrick of me dancing. But I think I wanted to give like Lara Jean in that one scene where she's just like, I don't know, just the moment she's in her bedroom listening to music and like lip syncing music. I think it's at the start of To All the Boys I've Loved Before 2. Yeah, I want it to be like that vibe. Like I think I'm gonna have like transitions of me like dancing in my bedroom, dancing in the kitchen, dancing in my studio, dancing with friends at a party or something. Um and just like, I don't know, celebrating life, celebrating love, celebrating happiness, celebrating self-love, celebrating cultures and, women, everything, celebrating humanity. um yeah. And so, like, if you're friends with me and you have like special cultural dancing, can you let me know? We can do it together. Or you don't have to be there. You can just teach me and like I'll just film myself doing it. But I'd love to take this time to like learn other cultures dancing. That's one of my dreams when I travel around the world, is like I'm going to get into the performing arts of each country. Even though I can't sing that well, I I would love to do that anyways, cuz I think it's fun. And life's too short to care about what's embarrassing. So just YOLO. YOLO. But um but yeah. So that's my short film so far, and it started raining again. Oh my god. If you live in Australia, you get what I'm talking about. Like, what is this weather? I saw a friend of mine repost this video where it was like, this guy was like, I don't really remember like the whole title and everything, but like the guy was like, POV like Australian weather recently. We'll put like a volcano there, and then we'll put like a tornado here. We'll put like mass flooding for like 5 minutes, and then like take it away, right? And then we'll like, and it's like all these like random ass like natural disasters, and like different like crazy weather or whatever, and like, oh, where it's like burning fire, we'll put like a rainbow, like something like that. And I'm like, oh my god, stop, because that's literally so true. Like, Australian weather is like more indecisive than I am, which is like insane, because like I can't name something that's more indecisive than I am until this weather, because my god, like it'll be like completely like sunshine and lollipops, and then it's all of a sudden like just emo, and I'm like what phase are we going through? Australian weather is like in a teenager, like a no, is like a 12-year-old thinking they're a teenager because they're a tween. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's that. And like, it's just so annoying because it just rains at the most inconvenient times. Like, it doesn't rain during class time. It rains as soon as we start walking outside. And I'm like, you're joking. Like, you're actually joking. And like, it's been non-stop raining recently. There's been floods. Anyone who's been in a flood, I am so sorry. I really hope you guys are okay. I really hope your house is okay. I really hope everyone's doing good, and praying for you. But it's just like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Like, I don't even know what's going on. Like, I fear I fear the weather is just having not even a day, it's having a month, really. Like, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And my binder has been soaked like multiple times. So, shout out to the trend of binders, because that is a free umbrella. Because without that, I would have to whip out my purple, pink, blue umbrella at school. And then, like, because I don't know how to close an umbrella, I'd probably hit someone in the face trying to close an umbrella. So, thank God there's binders. Because if this weather happened last year, I would have been screwed. I would have been so screwed, because I did not bring anything. I even forgot to bring jumpers like half the time. I'm really bad at bringing my jumper. My friend group like celebrated when I brought my jumper and pants this term, because for like most of the rain that we've been having recently, I haven't had my jumper or my pants, and I've been like really really cold. I've literally been like shivering, like cartoon, like shivering and shittering and whatever the descriptive adjectives, whatever words are. Like, I'm just like, I've been Raquel stuck in the ice block for at least 2 weeks. But yeah, this Australian weather is so annoying, so annoying. Tell me y'all agree right now, because I hate it. I hate it. But whatever. It also stopped me from coaching my kids for the second week, because I was like, okay, context. I coach a dance class, and basically it's done in this like little hall, but the hall got flooded right after I had such a good lesson coaching by myself. Yeah, I coach with someone else. So my dance teacher, I coach alongside her. So we like do the warm up together and then like the corner work together, and then we split off and I choreograph a dance with the three girls that I teach. And then my teacher takes all the younger kids, like really, really young. Like I'm talking like just about to start, like just started primary school or about to start primary school. Like she takes them and I take the kids who are like year 5, year 6. Anyways, we coach them, but it's like in the same room. So it's like kind of annoying, but like it doesn't really matter because I've gotten used to it now and I love my dance teacher. So it's like I don't really have a problem. But then last week, because my teacher was in Egypt, right? Like she's in Egypt? Like what? Where was my invite? I would love to go to Egypt instead of being at school right now. But I I taught the class myself last week, the week before. And it was so much fun. I loved it. I loved it. And I met like all the parents or whatever, and I had a lot of fun. I had even more fun when it was time for my solo because I was just alone in this school, and like I knew like I needed to like actually work on my dance, but I was like, nah, I have next week for that. I did not have next week for that. But it doesn't matter because, you know, I've been really stressed and really angry recently, and just like a lot of things have not been great. But like not a lot of things, just some things haven't been that great. So like 2 weeks ago, I really crashed out to scissor, like really crashed out to scissor in that school hall. I was singing at the top of my lungs. I don't care who heard me. I don't care that my voice is bad. I was crashing out, and it was so well deserved on my part. But also like, oh my god, it felt so good, and I was just dancing and singing, and then I was dancing to Charlie XCX. I was letting it all out, and I need that at least 3 times a week now, because that was a privilege that I really took for granted, and I really need that more than ever right now. Because like if I could dance all day, I would. Like you probably can catch me at school randomly dancing. Shout out to my friend Soph, who does distance ed with me. Not in the same class, but you know, we have it at the same time. We have to be in like this little room together. And I am constantly dancing now because I've decided to start bringing my headphones so I can lock in. But I keep putting on like danceable music, and I feel so bad because I put on the soundtrack of Annie last week, and like the 2014 Annie, and I love that movie. I know every single word. There's too many films I know every single word to, but like specifically more like the songs, I know every single word. And so I started like overly dancing in my chair, and she acted like it was another day. So I guess it's kind of normal. But thank you so for putting up with me always. You're the best. I love you. Mwah. I I just wish I could dance all day. I really wish life was a musical. Like, why was a High School Musical? Like that. Those movies really lied to me as a kid, because I thought that's what it was gonna be like. I thought we were gonna be singing, dancing, having fun. Haha, we're older now. We can go to a party and sing and play baseball and play basketball. And yes, because they play baseball in that one scene. I don't dance like that one. And it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. And then I moved school, so I couldn't even do my school's musical anymore. My old school did, my first high school did musicals every single year, and I was like so ready to be in them, so ready. Like I dreamt of being like the lead ever since year 5, and then I moved. But it doesn't matter. But like that was the closest I would have gotten, but I never even got there. So, L. Yeah, why wasn't school like High School Musical? Someone tell me that one. Someone tell me that one. Someone riddle me that. But whatever. Yeah, so I didn't really end up taking my solo time seriously, and I think my teacher might kill me, but like we're like she my faves. She can't kill me. She she can't kill me. So, but you know, I was just saving it for the second week, but then it was flooding. The hole flooded. That's where I was getting to. I just really sidetracked. The hole flooded. So then I couldn't actually dance last week. I couldn't actually work on my dance, and I couldn't teach the kids alone again. I felt so cool teaching them alone. As much as I love my dance teacher, like, I just really enjoy doing it alone. I enjoy doing most things alone, but I was just like, I was just so proud of myself. I was like really owning the dream that I wanted of having my own dance studio for like a day. And I was getting a lot closer to like the really younger kids because I don't really speak to them that much. But it was really nice. And they're so adorable. If my kids that I ever coached ever see this, my 3 girls, just know, like, I love you guys so much. You mean the world to me. You make me so happy. So, so happy. Like, at this point, like, I would adopt all 3 of you. All 3 of you. Because I love you 3 so much. So, 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 so much. You make the baby fever increasingly horrible. But it's fine because I have you guys. I don't need to think about having babies or anything like that. I want to be a mom. Not right now, but like, I just can't wait to be a mother. If I had kids right now, they'd be taking care of me more than I'd be taking care of them. But like, I can't help and just see a cute kid and be like, I wish that was mine. I wish I was just some gorgeous, chic, dress well Ralph Lauren mother with her Ralph Lauren kids. And they're dressed up and I'm giving them like everything in the world. And people might be like, oh, why would you dress your kids in that? Because I want them to have the best life ever. I want to give them everything. Not like give them everything so then they expect it. I'm not going to turn them into a brat. But like, I want them to have the best life that they can. And also, I love the idea of dressing kids in Ralph Lauren. Not my fault. I'm not going to dress them in Ralph Lauren every day. But when we go out and we're having a nice time, Ralph Lauren. And then like I have a beautiful husband and just like life is like those European families that you see on Pinterest. That, I need that to be my life so badly. And then at home we're having fun. You know what my dream is to build my own home. And I have so many reasons for this. And one of them is like, I really want a room where you can just like paint anything. I got this idea from Kendall Jenner. Kendall has like even like down to like the curtains you can paint in the room. Like you just paint all over. And I feel like that's so therapeutic. So therapeutic. I don't think I'd let the kids go crazy in there because it might turn into like brown poo color. But like, even if you can't paint, it's still fun. Or like that one scene in Do Revenge where they like throw the paint at the wall. Like, it's the same thing. Yeah. And then another reason why I want to build my own house is like I have a very specific type of style of house that I like. Like very specific. Like I'm talking like extremely weirdly specific. But my house has to be like fun. I want to get the kids off the iPad. No, like, I mean, yes, but like I just want it to be a fun house. Like, not like you walking around and you're like, okay, what do I even do here? Like, what? Seriously, like, I might as well just go back on my phone for another 3 hours because what? I feel like that's sometimes how I feel about my house. As beautiful as my house is, in winter, you're just screwed. Like, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. When it's pouring rain, there's nothing to do. Thank God I have this podcast now because I'm just going to whip this out when there's nothing to do. But yeah, like, oh my God, Cara, oh my God, I always screw up her last name, Delavine, the model. She has a ball pit in her house. I love that so much. And like the way you get through her house is like cute little like tunnels and like hidden doors and I don't know, silly ways to get around the house. I love it. I love her house so much. Would I have that design, like the colors and everything in my house? No. But the way, like the fun that's in her house, I would so have that. So easily have that. Like they built like a fake washing machine where you crawl through the washing machine to get into her bedroom. And I was like, I mean, I hope there's one more way because by the time you get older, like your back gonna crack and I can't walk through that. But I just want my house to be like fun and cool and I don't know. I have all these ideas. If you want to stalk my Pinterest, please do. It's great. And I have all the ideas there. Yeah, I don't know. I really had to get all of that out, didn't I? Like I really, 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 really needed to voice that. But my god, now I have like a little headache of like just talking. um but I do want to talk about like does anyone like know what like a style between like really classy, like not super old money, like not like Chanel looking stuff, just like neat gold and like gold jewelry goes well and you just look really classy, but it has like a 2000s baddie mixed with it. Like does anyone know that style? Because I feel like that's my style. Because like some days I want to be a 2000s baddie, some days I want to be like a rich classy girl, but like I want to mix the two of them together and then that's my style, you know? But I don't know how to mix those two together. I don't want it to be like very common looking. Like I kind of want to make the rich classy vibe a little bit more fun and like have like extra accessories and stuff. And I'm not talking like 100 gold rings. I'm talking like cool belts and like anklets or waist chains and oh my god, and just a way to make it fun. I really want that. But yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna talk about now. I think I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Um, no, but also like this came out today. Has anyone seen Finn Wolfhard buzz his head? Did anyone see that? Did anyone see that? Mate, I love you, but no, no. What happened to the curls? I really hope this is like a mechanism for you to like regrow the curls a bit better. But your curls were perfect. But like I really hope this is for a really cool role or something and this wasn't like a personal choice. As much as I respect choice and we shouldn't be judging, it's not bad. I just think it curls suit you better. I think the long curly hair suits the better. But, maybe he needed a change. Maybe his hair was going through some crazy stuff and, you know, he just wanted to grow it out. He just wanted to grow it out. I mean, I chopped off my hair. Not that far. This far. But I chopped off my hair because it was just really disgusting. So maybe he's doing that and maybe we have no idea. Or maybe he's doing it for a really cool role that he got accepted for and he can't tell us that yet. But like we'll know once the role gets released. You know? You never know. He's just pulled an 11, And that's okay. Respect everyone's choices. Maybe you got a little bit jump scared at first, but hey, if he's happy, we should be happy. Period. Anyways, I hope everyone had a great day, night, morning, whatever is going on, whatever you've just had. I hope you had a really great time. And another one will come out in a month. Hopefully earlier. I keep saying that and then it doesn't happen. So maybe I'll just say it'll come out in a year. So then I'll like 100 come out in the next 2 weeks. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. Recently in the last two, I've just been yapping about the most random stuff. And I hope you guys enjoy that. I tried to do the whole talk about a certain topic, but I just couldn't get with it. I just kept going like off topic. So I'm just going to really talk about like whatever it is I want to talk about in that moment. But maybe when I'm like with friends, we'll talk about like a very certain topic. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a day where I really want to talk about fashion for like a whole hour and I'll do that. I love you and leave you guys. Mwah. Te quiero muchísimo. And I'll see you in the next one.